Joel Embiid returned last night and played basketball. Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Last night, the Sixers played the Thunder, and Joel Embiid returned, and it was pretty crazy. I was checking every hour, seeing the injury report, seeing if he was going to return, and he came back. He looked good. It looked like he needs to play a couple more games. Work on his conditioning because he's been out for 2 months. But overall, I thought he moved pretty well, and I really thought you could just feel his impact, just his presence out there. I mean, even just defensively, he wasn't like blocking shots, but just his presence down under really made the Thunder kind of think twice about going down low. And there was several possessions where his presence just like forced the Thunder into a turnover or into a bad shot. And then offensively, he had 24 points and 7 assists. He did have 6 turnovers, so he'll need to work on that. But, I mean, it's his first game back, and Sixers ended up winning. He got a clutch steal on Josh Giddey right at the end of the game, and then was able to take it all the way to get, 2 free throws and seal the game at the free throw line. I mean, he was perfect from the foul line, 12 of 12. And it sucks that Maxey didn't play, and we didn't get to see them all together out there. We'll have to wait to see this team fully healthy. Fully healthy in terms of like the best players, because D'Anthony Melton and Robert Covington are still out as well, and who knows if they will come back. I could see D'Anthony Melton coming back, maybe the last couple games if he is coming back. But this team, it's got some depth to it with Embiid back and Maxey healthy. Nick Nurse is going to have to make some decisions because there are several different lineups you could do, several different players you could play, depending on matchup. But, you got Embiid, you got Harris, who has been struggling a lot this year, but when he's all right, he can be very valuable to the team. And then Oubre has just been a great addition. And, if I had it my way, I would say the starting lineup going forward would probably be, Maxey, Lowry. I'd go Oubre, Batum, and Embiid. I would put Tobias Harris on the bench, but that probably will not happen for whatever reason. But I also don't mind Kelly Oubre being like the 6-man role off the bench, considering he is just a flamethrower, and he just puts his head down and he just attacks, and he is so valuable. He really kept us in the game last night, and those 4 threes he hit in the fourth quarter were huge. He hit back-to-back threes to cut the lead down to 1, and then he hit another 3 shortly after, and then down the stretch he hit another 3. Like, he helped carry the load in the fourth quarter. But yeah, those 6 players right there. You got Cameron Payne, who I think has been a great addition. I know Pat Bev was loved and his energy was great, but man, Cameron Payne, he's a lot better of a 3-point shooter. Seems to be like a better facilitator, and he hustles too. And then who am I thinking of? Who am I forgetting? Because I know we got more than that sitting on the bench. Paul Reed, backup center, and Paul Reed really does benefit from coming off the bench. He seems to play a lot better when he comes off the bench, and you saw it when Mo Bamba was starting and Paul Reed would come off the bench, and I think Paul Reed would play a majority of the center minutes. He just would come off the bench. But let's see, if you want to throw Ricky Council in there, he hustles, he plays hard, he gets loose balls. He's surprisingly good at getting foul calls for being a rookie. And, if we get D'Anthony Melton back, that's another 3-and-D player that we can insert into the lineup, depending on matchup. There's just a lot of different things that you can do, and a lot of different things that Nick Nurse can do, and he's got some stuff to figure out if he wants to go, 8-9 deep in the playoffs. Because if everyone gets healthy in time for the playoffs, then there's a lot that could be done, and a lot that could be ran. But I'm excited. Embiid's back. He looked well. He looked healthy. And if the Sixers play, a first or second seed in the first round of the playoffs, I don't want to say it's a definitive, Sixers are going to lose in the first round, but there's a real shot that they could upset them. They could spoil someone's season in the first round. Because if you have Embiid fully healthy, round one of the playoffs, and I heard it might have been the broadcasters last night, or I watched a video, I think, and they were talking about it. When Steph Curry won a ring a couple years ago, he had missed a significant portion of the season and came back towards the end and was rejuvenated. Or LeBron last year, he missed a good bit of time last season and really got healthy towards the end of the season, and they were able to make a deep run in the playoffs. So there are countless examples of players getting hurt in the middle of the season, coming back towards the end, and just being rejuvenated and just being able to make a deep run in the playoffs. So there is a good chance that, Embiid coming back, it could really it could destroy another team's dreams of winning it all this year, because the Bucks don't scare me. If the Sixers play the Bucks in the first round, I want to pick the Sixers over the Bucks because Doc Rivers. And I think the Sixers match up well against the Bucks in general. And then the Celtics, the only thing that makes me a little bit worried about the Celtics is just how much firepower they have. But there has been countless times that, the Celtics have crumbled under bright lights or they've underperformed. Yes, they've been a lot more successful than the Sixers have, but they have not done anything to show for it either. Both teams haven't won a championship, since these current teams have been constructed, around the superstars on each team. So it's just and I will never understand Boston fans being all upset that they haven't won a championship, because they've had countless cracks at it. They've had countless conference finals appearances. They've made the finals, and some of these Boston fans, they make it sound like the Celtics have been bottom of the barrel, but it's no, you haven't been. But I was just trying to say, both teams haven't won a championship in a while, and I really do think, a fully healthy Embiid could swing a series against a juggernaut like that. I think it could make a huge difference. Maybe not win it, but Sixers-Celtics could definitely go 7 games at the very least. I think that's all I got to say. I was kind of rambling, kind of lost my train of thought, but it's been a while since I uploaded, and I wanted to get a video out now that Embiid was back. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel.